the zone.
Well, this might be the coup de grace. It won't win the match, but you feel it would win the match. Oh, wrong treble. Wanted the treble 13, John. Yes. And he wasn't far away, was he?
Only a fraction south, wasn't he?
103.
Thankfully, from Wade's point of view, he's hit this once before. Fraction up, moves, opens up the target. A la there. Oh, this is crucial to stay. Oh, yes! Equal to it. Well, that was worth 170 finish, that double 8 alone for Wade.
Well, he's had one of those in the tournament. Tell you what, we have seen some clutch doubling par excellence here from both players. Last dart doubles, players on the last dart with their opponent on a single dart finish going out.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff.
Par excellence.
58.
D'accord, Rodney boy. I totally agree. You won't get much better than 5 out of 6 Van Gerwen. And though Wade is 2 out of 9, one was 112 checkout, and then that vital double 8 at the death. 5-2. First to 8 goes through to meet the power in an hour and more.
They already know they're going to trouser £55,000 even if they get beaten this match. 75 grand to the runner-up, £150,000 for the winner. Big
Nearly
money.
as much as us, Rod. Nearly as much as us. If only.
Big money, big time darts, big average darts. Nobody tonight, none of the famous four, the Fab Four, have averaged under 100. How about that, John?
I know, and you know there was a time when Sid and I and Dave Lanning used to say Bradman-esque because somebody was averaging 100.
95.
Now they've taken it beyond there, and we know Taylor always has, and others have occasionally gone there. But now it's a regular thing with so many of these players. 58. They've taken the game onto such a wonderful level.
Well, Van Gerwen's 58.
Premier League, you could say. Sorry, Rod, but that's what it is.
Van Gerwen's 58 just opened the door to Wade, but he promptly shut it again.
109.
Big score from Wade would have given himself a squeak, but you feel this leg now, John, is in Van Gerwen's hands.
Yes. No.
69.
But we saw Taylor do this earlier on to break Barney's heart. Can he do it to another Dutchman? Oh, again, a wrong treble this time for Wade.
92.
Needed that. I thought he
40.
might have got that treble 18 and opened up the ball.
Chance
Chance gone. 6-2.
Michael James to throw first.
Well, if it were tennis, Van Gerwen would have won this particular set, but it's not. So Wade still serving and hoping for a few breaks
97.
yet.
Phil Taylor waiting to see who'll play in the final in front of this huge crowd at the O2 in London, Docklands.
140.
Looks all over that it's going to be Michael Van Gerwen. And well, the crowd here lapping this up. They are now being treated
100.
to arguably the greatest back-to-back darts matches we've seen, and they're lapping it up. Big Dutch contingent in. Cheer on MVG after RBB
96.
went out in the semis.
And I met 2 lads who travelled all the way from near Toronto in Canada to be here tonight, Rod. Met them on my way in, and that's how much it means, this competition. They'll travel
96.
from far and wide. No doubt many Cockneys in here too, enjoying the fruits of a fantastic 15 weeks of
130.
Premier League arrow throwing.
And it looks like could end up with the final. I think most people
60.
felt was likely, and probably the one that the neutrals won. The greatest of them all, against the man who would be king, Michael van Gerwen.
Yes, I think so, and I really do believe that they will continue this trend of high averages. They're going to have to, because they're not both going to throw badly, and I don't think either will. We haven't quite written off Wade, we shouldn't do, but it does begin to look as though Van Gerwen is edging ever closer now to the target of Taylor.
Oh, that is a blunder.
32.
For some reason he went hunting the treble 16 when he should have been just going into the meat of the single, John.
I agree, he was looking at treble 16 for double 4, and you're right, big 16 would have been good enough. Now this for Wade. Wall,
63.
Unlucky. Sagging shoulders there, he knows that was one opportunity offered to him, and it may well be now. The final nail ready to be hammered in.
Well, missed chances from Wade, punished expertly by Van Gerwen. Every time Wade has missed, John, Van Gerwen has punished.
123.
Yes, Wade has actually only won one leg on his own throw, the 7th. He broke the throw on the 4th, and now a 4th maximum in what could well be the final leg of this semi-final match. 6 in the match altogether, and what a final we have. Possibly the greatest ever, Rod, in the history of the Premier League. We started, of course, back in 2005 when Phil Taylor beat Colin Lloyd, I remember. Now here in the O2, London, 8 years on, we could be in for the power again against this wonderful, wonderful young Dutchman.
Well, you'd struggle to pick a winner, you struggle to pick a favourite. I think it'll be a game when they say take your pick in terms of the odds, John, won't it? Taylor against Van Gerwen. Well,
it could be one of those where, you know, you wait until see who's got the ball. Could prove absolutely vital, that. As Van Gerwen looking at treble 17 there. Just one or two wayward darts of late, maybe with the finishing line on his mind.
Topstone, and that's lying fairly awkwardly, hence the shuffle. Now double 10. You would expect him to hit, but tonight double 10 has deserted him on a couple of occasions.
And he hasn't hit double top, has he? So here is Van Gerwen looking at 70, 52 left, 32, double 8 when he comes back, but surely this time Wade will see this home.
In the end, he squeezed it into the bottom corner, but unconvincing. But double 10 is double 10, and James Wade lives again. 7-3, got to win 5 legs straight. This one is on his own throw. And that 10,000-mile journey starts with but a single step. It's a long road, though, John, isn't it?
42.
Well, I think that'll be punished. I think that'll be punished, Rod. I really do. 42, already 18 ahead, 78 ahead. Oh, brilliant, 137 ahead. And, well, my maths are not quite right. 135 ahead, but he'll settle for that, will Van Gerwen. Great reply by Wade, but Van Gerwen has the darts effectively.
Well, for a moment, there was the tantalising prospect. Another Van Gerwen 9-darter against James Wade, and of course Wade was on the wrong end of a double 9-darter from Phil Taylor at Wembley in 2010 in the finals of this event.
58.
You just No, when Van Gerwen gets that first one right, the others are not going to be very far away. Wade still digging deep, hanging on in there. Needs another treble here.
100.
Not good enough, I suspect.
104.
So is this the end? Double 16 to reach the final.
72.
Oh, he's not there yet. He's still on the brink of that darting date with the power later on tonight.
That's a perfect dart. That's a perfect dart! Ball for an amazing goal! Unlucky Wade! What a bid for safety. But now Van Gerwen. I don't believe what I've just seen. A man who half an hour ago couldn't miss a double.
Double 10 for Wade. To take another step along this unlikely trail to an improbable victory as Van Gerwen starts showing classic symptoms of clincher's disease.
We were talking earlier, you know, in the press room,
60.
Wayne Mardle, Stuart Pike and myself, about the famous semi-final in 2005 in Manchester when Roland Scholten, a certain Dutchman, played Taylor and seemed to have him nailed, but then suddenly, as the winning line came in sight, blew it. Surely Van Gerwen's not going to do the same, but you got to say, Rod, that it's a possibility. Wade will be aware now that Van Gerwen is struggling in relative terms.
96.
Well, it is seen in virtually every single sport, every individual sport. Some call it clincher's disease, others call it finishing line fever, but you see it so often, John, don't you? We've said so often, the hardest leg to win is the one when you're on naught and the one to win a match.
Yes.
We see it all the time.
Yes. You've got to get past that finishing post first, and like so many of the horses I back, Rod, you don't always do it.
58.
But 58 from Van Gerwen, he might well scratch his head.
Well, there's not a panic on yet for Van Gerwen, but he must be starting to get a little twitchy. He's going to come away from that. Well,
129.
It's a sloppy last start from James Wade when he had 82 going. He was looking obviously for treble 14, but it's not catastrophic. It's a two-dart check when he returns, John.
Yes, perhaps rather than
130. Change you require 53.
having three darts at it, but the way he has been just of late. Now then, down about 3/4 of an inch, and that's been his problem, his Achilles heel tonight.
72.
That double top just has not gone in, and now yet another chance for Van Gerwen.
16 leaves tops. Tops then for the match.
32.
Another bullet fired off target.
Change you require 40.
Well, it's amazing. 7 out of 15. He had 5 out of 6. 2 out of 9 since then for Van Gerwen. And Wade's double 10 evades. And that
35.
is unconvincing. This time, surely, the 24-year-old Dutchman is going to make it on his debut season into the final of the Premier League and McCoy's Premier League final. Later tonight, the power against this young man, mighty Michael Van Gerwen.
Premier League darts on Sky Sports. Sponsored by